All right, what is it, Niles? It's about Sabrina. She's a prostitute. Frasier, I don't like lawyers any more than you do.
You have no idea how difficult it is for a black woman in a white man's world.
In 2004, one of television's most beloved and sophisticated sitcoms, Frasier wrapped up its legendary 11-season run on NBC. Sitcom finales are risky business. Just look at the backlash that still follows the Seinfeld ending.
It was a disaster.
But Frasier managed to do the impossible. It delivered a finale that was heartfelt, clever, and praised by nearly everyone. For years, fans feared a reboot might tarnish that graceful goodbye. But in 2023, the revival finally happened. And then, just as quickly, it was over.
It's over.
After 2 short seasons, Paramount Plus pulled the plug. Now, the perfect ending Frasier once had stands in stark contrast to its awkward second goodbye. So, let's take a look back at how the series originally ended, with dignity, wit, and a bow that felt earned.
The only reason I'm leaving is because I want what all of you have now.
This is the moment Frasier said farewell the first time, and did it right. The year 2004 marked a seismic shift at NBC. 2 titans of television, Friends and Frasier, took their final bows after dominating prime time for over a decade. While Friends left behind a chorus of nostalgic sobs, it was Frasier's ending that struck the perfect balance between sentiment and sophistication. Originally debuting in 1993, Frasier spun off from the classic series Cheers, where the character had first shown up during season 3. What was supposed to be a short-lived appearance turned into a fan-favorite role, thanks to Kelsey Grammer's layered performance. His pompous charm and razor-sharp wit turned the character of Frasier Crane into sitcom royalty. Back in Cheers, Frasier was just supposed to shake up a love triangle, but Grammer's charisma couldn't be contained. Over time, he became a full-fledged member of the cast, injecting highbrow psychology into the beer and barstools world of Boston. By the time Cheers ended in May 1993, NBC knew exactly which character to keep around. Just 4 months later, Frasier debuted, and it brought a whole new flavor. This wasn't a recycled sitcom concept, it was a shift in tone, location, and maturity. Goodbye Boston, hello Seattle, and with it came a new life, a new radio career, and a deeply fractured family dynamic. Frasier's return to Seattle saw him sharing space with his cranky ex-cop father Martin, played by John Mahoney, and constantly clashing with his neurotic, posh younger brother Niles, played to perfection by David Hyde Pierce. At the time, many doubted the show's potential. It was too smart, too dry, too intellectual. But that's exactly why it worked. Frasier's elite sensibilities clashed hilariously with Martin's blue-collar worldview. Add in Niles' endless quirks and Daphne Moon's quirky charm, and you had a recipe for sitcom gold. Frasier didn't just survive, it thrived. Some even claimed it surpassed Cheers in quality and depth. And like its predecessor, it went the distance. 11 seasons, dozens of awards, and millions of devoted fans. Its finale, aptly titled Goodnight Seattle, took its name from Frasier's nightly radio sign-off, and the episode's intro even featured a rainbow over the familiar Seattle skyline. Subtle, but symbolic. The finale centered on one question: what's next for Frasier Crane? In the finale, Frasier finds himself at a crossroads once again. His final romantic entanglement is with Charlotte, a matchmaker played by Laura Linney, who moves to Chicago. Frasier, unsurprisingly, initially chooses not to follow her. Classic Fraz. Commitment issues and all. But in a twist that shocked longtime viewers, he changes course. He tells everyone he's off to San Francisco for a new radio gig, but secretly boards a plane to Chicago instead. For once, he leads with his heart, not his neuroses. That alone was a massive character breakthrough, and the closure didn't end there. After years of tension and subtle affection, Frasier finally receives a heartfelt thank you from his father, a callback to the pilot episode. Meanwhile, Niles and Daphne, whose slow-burn romance had captivated viewers for years, are now married and welcoming their first child. Their son, named David, holds a deeper meaning than most fans realized. He was named in honor of Frasier co-creator David Angel, who tragically died in the 9/11 attacks. His sister was present in the studio audience that day, and the tribute made the moment even more poignant. Frasier's final radio broadcast was simple, heartfelt, and deeply symbolic. As he speaks to his listeners for the last time, we see a group of shadowy figures standing behind the soundproof glass.
Well, you were listening too. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Good night, Seattle.
They're not random extras, they're the real-life producers of the show, offering a subtle, loving farewell. We can't forget Eddie, the scene-stealing Jack Russell Terrier with that signature stare. While Moose played Eddie for most of the show's run, he was too old by the finale. So, stepping into his tiny paws was Moose's son, Enzo, who carried on the legacy with tail-wagging dignity. What made Frasier's finale resonate wasn't just its clever writing, it was its willingness to embrace emotional resolution. While Seinfeld refused to let its characters grow, Frasier leaned into change. Fraz grew, he learned, and we loved him for it. Even 30 Rock creator Tina Fey admitted she used the Frasier finale as a blueprint. Why? Because it proved that heartwarming doesn't have to mean boring. When done right, a little cheese can become a gourmet ending. After the final scene wrapped, NBC treated the cast and crew to a well-earned vacation in Hawaii. It was a farewell fit for television royalty. And honestly, after 11 years, and with Kelsey Grammer earning a jaw-dropping $2 million per episode by the end, they had earned it. The network knew the show had run its course. The finale didn't just end a story, it honored the journey. And then came the second goodbye. After years of speculation, the Frasier reboot finally hit screens in 2023 on Paramount+. It brought Frasier to a new city, a new chapter, and a new set of supporting characters. But despite all the hype and a second season in 2024, the magic didn't fully return. Critics were divided. Some praised Grammer's return, while others missed the original chemistry, the original cast, and the original tone. And before fans could even fully process it, Paramount Plus canceled the series ahead of a third season. In a way, it reinforced just how well the original finale had done its job. Frasier had already said goodbye. Maybe it never needed to say hello again. So what do you think? Did you know that Frasier's co-creator was tragically killed in 9/11? Or that Kelsey Grammer was making $2 million per episode by the series finale? And now with the reboot gone, does that original ending feel even more sacred? Let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're first in line for our next deep dive into TV history. Because while reboots come and go, Frasier's first goodbye will always be the one that truly mattered.
All of the news of the day, week, month, what day is it again? I don't know. Anyway, you might have missed that Frasier, the reboot, was canceled after 2 seasons at Paramount+. If you're new here, hello, my name's Nick. I'm a semi-professional TV critic, and I like to talk about TV, movies, and everything in between. So if you're into that, hit that follow button. Let's connect. I will not be the only person to tell you that I really enjoyed the Frasier reboot, and I'm really sad about this news. I can certainly understand that being on Paramount Plus and only being 10 episodes and being a reboot, the cards were stacked against it.